This is my little thing. I think that Marie is going to be instrumental in saving Billy in The Boys. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another reaction to Gen V. We're now into episode 7, which is called Sick. So, considering what we saw in the last episode with what went down with the new virus that's been developed by Dr. Cardosa, I don't like the title of this episode. I have no doubt that I shouldn't say no doubt, I have a high suspicion that this means that there's going to be some trials being tested out on other students outside of the people that are in the woods, because we know now that, that terrible, terrible, terrible Dr. Shetty, I think you can replace one of the letters in her name for how she's been acting lately. But anyways, she wants to make this contagious. So it sounds like she has an agenda to wipe out all soups. And we're not exactly sure why, but yes, I think she's posing as somebody who's working for Vought's best interest, but really she has an agenda of her own. And so we'll have to find out what goes on with that. But I just really hope that none of our core cast is touched by it. And I mean, I feel like they're safe for the most part, but there are definitely some outliers that I'm a bit worried about, like Sam, for example. But anyway, last episode was all around Kate's mind. We got to get a deep dive into why Kate is the way she is, the background on how she got to be where she was when we came into her this season. And we understand now that she was manipulated as much as all the other kids were. And that while what she did with her powers was definitely not cool in any way, it wasn't out of some malicious intent. It really was because she was being played by Shetty. And now everyone's kind of on the same page of understanding that the bickering between each other is not the place to be. It needs to be directing everything towards taking Shetty and potentially the woods down. But where they start, do they have any idea of how far it goes? Who do they even trust, etc.? These are all questions that we didn't get a chance to get into last episode, but I am definitely nervous for how far they can go in this episode, because I just don't think that Shetty is completely unaware of the fact that the kids would catch on, or that they might catch on. So there's that. And I have to say, I do have a little theory about Shetty, a longer one around. I think this is just a theory. I have a sneaking suspicion that Shetty might be also using Rufus. I might be wrong about it. We'll see. But I have a feeling that she is still using Rufus for a very similar task as Kate. And I think she was using Rufus as a backup in case Kate got overwhelmed or switched sides, which was very possible because Kate has been telling her for years she wasn't comfortable with doing what she was doing. So yeah, I feel like possibly one of the reasons why Luke kept having breakthroughs, maybe it was because of Rufus. I don't know. This is just speculation at this point. We'll have to watch and see if that happens. But anyway, that's my theory. All right, well, that's enough preamble. Time to get into this episode. But just before I do, I just want to remind everybody that I do a lot of reactions here to all kinds of fun shows. And if you'd like to support me on this journey or any of the other shows that I watch, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. I'm on a journey to 10K. It's getting very, very close. I can feel it. We're going to get there very, very soon. And also, if you like this video, I'd love it if you threw some love to that like button as well and put some comments below. You guys have been really great with interacting and letting me know what you're thinking and your theories, and I absolutely love it. So please keep it up. I very much appreciate it. All right, that out of the way, guys, let's get into the episode right about now.
Settle down! What did I do? What the fuck did I do? Hey!
Are these just students or are these kids that were taken from? Okay, so now they're testing the contagion. Oh my gosh. Shetty, you are a terrible, terrible person. And I hope your lick back is glorious.
What did they do to you?
Didn't need to see that. Ew, ew, ew. Didn't you just say try not to breathe, madam, and now you're screaming and inhaling? They didn't even do anything. And you're disgusting, Cardosa.
Well, transmission occurs through direct contact with bodily fluids. So, depending on Andy's viral load...
Can't we make it airborne?
Do you know how dangerous that is?
I think we need to take a beat and assess what our long-term goals are.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm quite clear on that.
Because...
Which is what? Share.
Gets into the super-able population. It could spread like wildfire.
Which is what she wants. Duh. Pick up, Cardosa.
I'm doubtful Vought would want us to entertain anything so reckless, Indira.
But that's not Vought who's asking, is it?
I didn't know. I never signed on for
But she
any
did
of
it.
this.
Of course you did. This is your brainchild. You invented it. And now you're gonna finish it.
No, you don't have to. Cordosa, you don't have to. Just so you know. She know you come on. Call her bluff, because she knows if you go down, she's going down too.
I'll be there soon, and I'll take care of everything.
All right. You're taking medication today.
Yeah. It'll be all right, Kate.
Mm-hmm.
Promise.
So I think if she had her on those pills, it was also to keep her being able to influence without touching. Yeah. And this side effect. Ugh. Well, Kate, I don't know. You're gonna have to figure out some mental earmuffs, honey.
Fucking liar. Can't wait to go run back to shit.
You let her go though. She just stabbed us in the
How
back.
can we trust her when she's still hiding something?
I'll go with her.
It's okay. You can trust me.
Stay out of our fucking heads. Then maybe we'll trust you.
She can't.
I want to believe you. I know you do.
Yeah, she's the only one not talking smack in her head.
Do you believe me?
Too soon. Too soon, Kate. It's too soon.
You already know.
Oof. Yeah, but you gotta take these lumps, Kate. For a bit.
Fucking stop for a
She
minute.
was reading our thoughts, Marie.
You know, she probably can't help,
Help
it.
it.
Why are you making excuses for her?
I'm not.
Can you two stop fighting?
And you gotta stop turning into a dude when you want to make a point to us.
Fine.
Fine.
You two are so weird. I still ship it though. Yeah, can we talk? We haven't talked. In forever. This isn't talking, but I'm not mad.
Unless we get proof ourselves.
How?
Shetty's in the city all day. I got the key to her office. Like, I'm her TA, remember?
Backup plans are not bad.
You think they're gonna believe a black girl and a bi-gender Asian soup over Vought? No, they're just gonna twist it like they twist everything else.
I mean, reality check. Hurts.
unless we get it to someone they will listen to.
Not A-Train. Well, yeah, she has a vested interest in not seeing Soups all be sick. Especially now that she just turned her daughter.
5 ecstasy pills.
What is he wearing? Is he wearing a snooty? This kid has had the weirdest wardrobe all season.
Rip an entire person in half.
He did.
Yeah.
I mean, in my defense, he was a puppet at the time, so...
Yeah, that doesn't make... Okay. Yep, we'll go with that.
Now I'm destroying the evidence, and who even remembers now?
Wow, sir, what are you doing all up in her drawer?
I like options.
Oh.
Okay.
Not the Starlighter.
Oh, I like what I'm wearing.
You can't wear that
Smells like
outside,
you.
honey. It's a thoughtful sentiment, but no.
And everything you've gone through, I mean, I'd be fucked up. I mean, I'd be really fucked up.
Wow, okay.
You're so sweet.
Aww. Considering what he's been through, that's probably much more comforting for him, which is sad. Y'all are really taking way too long. Like, she could come back at any time. What if she forgot something? You have no alert, no lookout?
All this stuff about a plane crash.
The Homelander plane crash?
37.
Yeah, I remember that. It's terrorist, right?
No! Homelander! So her daughter must have been on that plane.
Shetty Lily, aged 11. Shetty Paul, aged 46. Her family was on the plane.
Yep. Y'all taking too damn long.
You want me to increase the viral infection rate, right?
Sir, your conscience is telling you to stop. You can stop. She doesn't have the skills to do this. I mean, that's the kindest thing you can do to her, Liquor. I knew I spoke too soon. I knew it. Don't look. You don't want to look. I mean, she deserves it, but you. Thank you for the
You
evidence.
fucking cunt.
Ooh. Sir. They're like, what did we just witness?
Infection rate?
Y'all start reading. I hope one of you paid attention in biology.
You know some powerful people.
Uh-huh. Does Mallory want the soups gone, though? I don't think she does.
We're estimating about 10 months to make it potent and contagious enough to get the job done. It's getting harder to hide. That's why I need you. You know where to find all of them, even those that aren't under Vort's thumb. You'll be able to neutralize them once and for all.
Neutralize?
It's a war crime.
This is a war, us against them. And so far, they've been winning. The virus gives us a way to fight back.
It's genocide.
Yeah.
The soups will crush you and everyone you care about.
She has no
Too
one
late for
left. Exactly.
No matter how many of them you kill, none of this is going to bring your husband and daughter back.
Oh, she knows. She did her research.
It has this same rage. It's so consumed him that there's nothing left.
Billy?
Trust me, you don't want to go down
Yeah.
that path.
You want to see what he looks like?
We're done here.
Wait.
Pleasure to meet you, Dean Shetty. Go back to your school.
Interesting. She's curious, but I think she actually cares about Ryan, so I don't think she would want it to happen. And besides, you have no idea
Did
when
you
it
get all
comes
that?
to... Oh.
Keep a close eye on her.
Who was listening? But yeah, the thing is, whenever it comes to any type of virus, it's very arrogant of her to think it's only going to affect soups, because there's going to be a portion of the population that's somehow going to be affected. Just, that's the way it goes. You can never predict with viruses, which is why biowarfare is so dangerous.
Emma.
Oh my god, he's kind of turning into a stage 5 clinger, guys. If you start not the mini panties! Sorry. Sir, put them back. Put them back. He's gonna steal one. You're gonna steal one, aren't you?
You look so...
Can't.
You gotta try. Is this allowed? I mean, aren't you gonna get in trouble?
We're superheroes. We can do whatever we want.
No, we can't. He can't. Oh, Sam. Well, you know what? I'm not mad at it, because Sam deserves to have some fun, but he shouldn't be allowed to be filmed right now. Oh, this is so harsh. No drink. Rufus! No, no to Rufus. No. Back up. Not him wanting to get high and drunk at the same time.
Party's moving. You coming?
No. Rufus knows who he is. I don't believe for a second Rufus doesn't know who he is.
She is? Yeah, sure. Whatever. Come on.
No, Sam. Oh, he's so gullible, but it's not his fault. He's never been outside. Oh, Sam. What I feel like there's going to be a lot of very hurt people at this party.
To answer this question, we're joined by Godolphin University trustee, beloved God-fearing superhero.
Okay. We're appealing to all the markets.
Moderating the Newman thing. Shetty thought it would look better if an actual superhero was asking questions about superhero issues. Didn't he talk to you about that?
They don't really talk. Ever.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be just like him.
I mean, I don't think he's all evil.
Is that what you think of me? That I'm just gonna tell Shetty everything?
You tell me, Kate. You're the one in my fucking head.
Yeah, sorry, Kate, you're gonna have to just take these lumps, right? Like, you gotta rebuild the trust, like Marie said.
Questions that superheroes and real Americans care about.
What's wrong with him? The head popper? Oh no, it's him. Oh no, is Polarity sick?
Go, they're right on campus. Go.
Oh no, I completely didn't think about the fact that if soups get a neural issue, it's a problem.
No.
Fuck. Yeah, babysitting grown-ups is hard. I'm wondering if this is just him having an issue, like an actual issue. Yeah, they never talk about this. This kind of reminds me of Wolverine, like when we saw Professor Xavier, which is by the way, this is a spoiler if you haven't seen Logan, with Professor X when he starts losing his mind and his powers go out of control. Oh my God, man! Please let the medic out! Let the medic out! Please!
Leading to a record low number of violent incidents in both populations.
Ooh, the combination.
Gotta find Newman, tell her what we know.
Any chance you know a teleporter?
Actually,
No, but I can cause a distraction.
I was about to say, you're in a superhero school, though. You should know one.
You're the girl who fucking tortured Emma, right? No. I just gave her a platform.
That is her whole jaw. Okay, she's a healer.
Look at this. Reportedly attacking her own kind.
Not a
Think
soup
vitamin
fight. I
D.
mean, don't they already have this in the gym every other week anyway? This is just normal stuff.
We all saw Homelander kill a human in broad daylight unprovoked. Is he going to be held accountable?
Who holds Homelander accountable? How?
In the legal system, and Homelander should stand trial
Should?
just like anybody else.
Should? Not will.
Fucking narc, you don't know shit.
Narc?
You will not control us.
This isn't about control.
You will not control us. You will not.
Wearing the red hat. Are we at all surprised? And if you all knew that she could pop all your heads at once.
Because they're trying to limit us. Take away our power. The Homelander is right.
Oh God, not one of these. Ugh.
Robert Singer and I want to work with superhumans just like you.
You need to stop popping some heads. Okay, I'm glad Sam actually stayed calm.
It's important that I speak with you.
She knows
You're
who you
Marina
are.
Rowe, right? I was hoping I'd meet you. You were? Yeah,
We can both make people's heads pop. Let's talk about it.
There was this ice slide. I wish you'd seen it. And all of these superheroes using their powers. It was the best.
I mean, some of the people here are a bag of dicks.
I guess, but come on, it's awesome.
I mean, this is so hard. He's never been outside. He's never been outside.
Man.
And I know for him it feels like he's just going back to another prison, but I mean, this is better than the woods, right? This is better than having, nails driven into your spine, right?
Why are you in here with all the lights off?
Because I like darkness, like Batman.
Got your prescription here.
No. All those pills ever did was make me numb.
I mean, you kind of wanted that, though, didn't you?
What if I said you didn't have to do it anymore?
Lies.
Am I? It's almost time to leave this place.
Yeah, she's talking about you leaving this earthly plane, sis. Be careful.
I found something truly special again.
My powers.
Oh, Kate, you. A girl who was just as lost and lonely
The way
as
she's
I
still letting
felt.
this woman talk. Get into her head, Kate.
You are
Wow.
truly mine, and
But I can't say, I mean, she's been manipulating Kate for years. She's a seasoned pro.
I know you feel alone. But we have each other.
Damn, Andrea is right. She folded like a chair. I don't know. I really don't know. But let me not judge Kate too much. It's hard.
We'll hide out in the green room until it all blows over out there. Otherwise, I think they might take off my head.
Ha ha. I see what you did there.
Those lassos and blood swords must be fucking exhausting, though.
Yeah,
What else can you do?
exactly.
Oh, that's about it. Oh, come on. Tell me something about myself. You can sense things in blood.
She knows.
Use that and tell me about me.
Like there's V in her blood, for example.
Oh my god, your blood. There's compound V in it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
How?
So she can. I have a theory about Marie. So they're the same.
Holy shit.
Thought I was the only one.
Okay, that makes sense.
I couldn't let them ship you off to their adult facility, so I got you with the Godolkins.
She's the benefactor.
Why are you telling me this?
Because we understand each other.
So that's how she makes the heads pop.
I know that you've fought for every fucking thing you've ever got in your life.
They actually have very similar stories now that I think about it.
Because you grew up hearing that your powers are too dangerous, too disgusting for anyone to ever want to adopt you.
Okay, so maybe you do know me. All right, that felt like you actually read it right from my diary.
Fish sticks with pink sauce as a treat.
Yeah.
Because I did too.
You grew up at Red River?
Interesting.
They were wrong about you and your powers, Marie. You are a very rare and exceptional girl.
Aw, Marie needs a peer, but maybe not this woman because she's crazy. But they're all crazy.
You had something important you wanted to tell me, right?
Quickly!
They're infecting them with a virus that can kill soups. Virus, are you sure?
Yes.
Look, you have to tell everyone what Vought is doing. That means I got it from here, Marie, okay? You can go back to being a student.
What? Oh, no. I can't just go back to being a student when this whole fucking school is a lie.
Listen to me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play the game, sweetie. Yeah.
Once Vought stashes people like you and me inside Red River, it's fucking impossible to break out of that orphanage to institution pipeline without help. I have a platform.
It's Vaught's
now where
platform.
I can help people.
Sweetie.
And you better believe that Vought will ship her off to the adult facility
Exactly.
if she's fucking up her situation.
Wake it up. Wake it up.
The first black woman in the 7. She has real power.
Yeah. Look at Starlight.
Maybe she can even find Annabeth. 2 paths, Marie.
Damn.
You have to choose. You can't have both.
It's true. It's too soon, Marie. I hate it, but she's right. Everything you have right now is because of Vought. God, you, Vought. You got to get yourself together first. You see how Starlight had to wait till she got to a point before that big viral video had any impact? It's disgusting, but you got to play the game a little bit. Was that real? Now I'm starting to think the head popper did this too. But also, why is Kate asking them all to come there? I'm wondering if it's a real message. Oh, Kate, don't disappoint me. You don't need it, Marie. Although I guess she doesn't really know all of what the head popper can do yet.
It wasn't my powers that were fucking me up. It was the pills she was giving me. I've never felt better.
I don't know if they're playing together.
I know you love me. It doesn't change the fact that you're a fucking bitch.
Cade, the fuck is going on?
Can I get a quick SparkNotes version? Because I have no idea what the fuck you guys are
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
I'm still not confused myself.
Thomas Godolkin was a behavioral scientist. He built this place to figure out what makes soups tick, their weaknesses, how to control them. You're not here to study. The school is here to study you.
Makes sense.
We're better than humans.
Oh. Wow, one rally. One rally. Jeez.
I want it to spread across the globe and kill all of you.
Holy fuck.
Emma's us.
Homelander.
Okay. Maybe this is real.
All this because he lasered that Starlighter dude?
He took down that plane. He killed your family?
Yeah.
You have ruined countless lives. Just look at what you did to your parents. You can't help it.
I'm trying to show you what kind of a monster she is. She wants to wipe us off the face of the earth. They all do. So we have to strike first.
Oh, no.
Make me forget. We can start over. I'm gonna take care of you.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
Kate!
Indira.
Oh, dear.
Fuck. Cade.
Holy shit.
Oh my fucking
Kate!
Holy fuck!
No.
Kate! It's too late now.
I can't trust anybody. They'll only hurt us. This is the only way.
You can save her. She's gonna save her.
Please. You have to let me save her.
I'm so sorry you have to relive this.
Damn, Kate is a monster.
You know what you've done.
Justice.
Oh my god. Okay. Why are the 2 blonde, blue-eyed people acting like this? But now, how are you gonna... Okay, you know what? Vought will clean it up, to be truthful.
It can survive for a few days at ambient temperature, but you
The
want to
military
get this gas
grabbed it.
tubes into cold storage sooner than later.
Hey, what's up? Hey, Mallory. Oh, no, it's her.
Speaking out against Vought takes a lot of courage, Dr. Curtis.
You know what? She's gonna use it because Homelander. Yeah.
You and I, we have the same goals, right?
Sure.
Compassionate control. Witness protection, right?
Yeah. Already taken care of.
She's gonna pop your head the second you get into that car.
You're a 21st century American hero, Dr. Cardoza.
No, it's you hyping him up.
Oh.
The air must be a little dry.
Bye. The way she's like, ew, little brain tissue. My God, she is stone cold, Newman. Not these on the nose songs. I'm sick. Oh my gosh. All right, so now we took out Newman and Shetty. Where do we go from here? Or I mean, Shetty and Cordosa. Wow. Okay. Okay. That's it, right? Yes. All right. What an interesting episode. So, I mean, we're not done. This is not the season finale. So, where do we go from here? This is the question. We've got a few new players in here now. We've got Mallory involved, which I'm liking. We've got people from the boys' world in this world. I like this because I've been saying for a while that I wouldn't mind a little bit of a crossover situation. Not sure exactly how, but I feel like there's going to be one, probably in the boys' world more so than this one. But there's a few things. I've had a few theories knocking around in my head, and I think this episode kind of pushed me into thinking that I'm right about them. And let's just kind of go through it really quickly. Sam, really quickly touching on him, it was kind of bittersweet to see him in this environment having this day out, like Sam's day. It's like Ferris Bueller's day off, but Sam's edition. Because, you know, we have to remember that for all intents and purposes, even though Sam is, I think we can estimate he's about 18, 19 years old, emotionally, he's still a child, right? He's been locked up in this institution since he was a kid. He grew up in this institution. He's been violently just abused and traumatized from a very young age. So emotionally and mentally, in many ways, Sam is not an adult. He actually is very childlike. And I think that one of the reasons why Emma likes him is because that childlike sense that he has makes him a much nicer and sweeter man than a lot of the ones she's interacted with. But I don't think she's picked up on the fact yet that Sam genuinely is still very much a child mentally. And the issue with that is that because he doesn't really have that out exposure to just being in the world and understanding people, he's looking at things in a very childish black and white way. Even the way he throws tantrums every time someone comes at him. And again, I'm not saying that he shouldn't take out all these people that are trying to capture him, but the excessive violence, even he knows he goes too far with what he does. But it's a very childish reaction. It's a very knee-jerk reaction. And again, a lot of that is also fueled by the fact that he's had such violence happen to him. But the point is, Sam still doesn't have the capacity to function as an adult in this world yet, right? He would actually, truthfully, if this wasn't such a messed up situation, Sam would actually have to go through like probably a good couple of years of intense therapy with people helping to condition him to the outside world and help him process this trauma and all those things before he'd actually be allowed to like go out and just really just live life, because he's not ready. He really is not ready. And seeing how he had his day where he looked and he saw like the Supes using their powers freely after he's basically been emotionally punished by Shetty all these years for his powers. Of course, he just felt like a kid in a candy store, right? He's like, wow, I can use my powers. They're celebrated here. It's fine. And him, having beer, having drugs, doing all these things that like most kids would have gone through to some extent up until now. He's trying to get them all in a day, right? He's just really trying to experience what it is to be free and what it is to be a young person. But at the same time, as I said, he doesn't have the emotional discernment and the mental discernment yet to know that there's limits to what he should be doing and that he doesn't have to try everything. And then him being pulled to the rally for Newman, being pulled in by somebody like Rufus, who outside of being absolutely disgusting is also one, we know he's reminiscent of. They're doing a very good job in the show of giving Rufus an aesthetic to let us know what demographic he's representing without saying it directly. But having someone like Rufus be someone getting into his head and, twisting what Newman is trying to say and, get this propaganda into his head of it's us against them, we're better. There's a whole species issue going on when that's not the case. Like, everyone here is human. There's just some of y'all have some little something extra. But anyways, just Sam doesn't have enough exposure in the world to be able to discern that there's extremes going on right here. And as I said, because of the trauma that he went through, yeah, he's kind of anti-human right now. Shetty did a lot of horrible things to him and his brother. And it just, to him, it just kind of was validation what Rufus said to him. So now we see that he's already like, yeah, we're better. You can almost see it, the red hats, like it's already happening, the propaganda. And Kate, we'll get to Kate in a minute. But so seeing how Sam kind of had that experience, like I said, it was bittersweet. It was nice to see him have some experience and enjoy that freedom he has not experienced ever, really, since he was very, very young. But at the same time, he's just not ready for it. And like I said, I'm hoping that Emma will be able to see past her heart eyes and, the digmatization to know that this boy is not ready for the world and that he's actually, I hate to say it, probably not suitable to be out right now. And I don't want him locked up again in a way, but I also don't think he's ready to be just out. Like, I do see Sam causing some real problems very soon, especially after the way the episode ended with him thinking that it's going to become an us against them situation, because that is exactly what we don't want. That's exactly what Newman is trying to stop from happening. Like, she has her own agenda, of course, but she understands that there's always going to be an issue with prejudice against Supes if there's this idea that some Supes have that they are entitled to do more and be more. And that's kind of Vought's fault as well. But anyway, so that was Sam. We're not sure what we're going to do with him. I don't know if Emma's going to be able to talk him off this ledge yet, but we'll have to see. But I don't even know if she's picking up on the fact yet that Sam has been so heavily influenced. And I was worried for a second that maybe Rufus might have done something, but I don't think so. I think this is really just a lot of Sam's inner resentment that's being fueled by all the craziness that's happening at the university right now. So that was Sam. Not much on Emma this episode. She really was kind of more of a footnote, just catching up with everything that's been going on with the rest of the crew. As far as the crew, actually, I guess the crew that's trying to take this whole thing down, we see that they're still having issues with Kate. They don't trust her, but like I said, that's absolutely understandable. Kate's going to have to realize this is a process. Like, you violated these people in the most horrible way possible. Like, going into someone's mind, like all of us, our minds are the most sacred things that we have. Our thoughts are the most sacred thing we have. So if someone burrows into that and utilizes it and twists it, that's just, like I said, it's the ultimate violation. And she knows that. She knows that very much. And it sucks because I know she didn't want to hurt them, but she did. And so she needs to have a little bit of patience and understand that there's going to be some snarkiness. There's going to be some anger. There's going to be some pushback for a while, especially from Andre, because Andre was closest to her. So it's sad that she's not understanding. Like, intellectually, I think she gets it, but she's still feeling some type of way. But I understand why she feels some type of way. And that's because she already went through something like this with her family, right? When she used her powers for the first time accidentally, they ostracized her, they isolated her, they locked her in a literal dungeon and kept her away from everybody and basically called her a monster. Now, she did something where she did use her powers on purpose, but she thought she was doing it for the right reasons. Turns out it wasn't that way, and now she's being ostracized and isolated by her friend group. So she's going back to her own trauma as well. This is bringing her back to a dark place. And I think Marie is the only person who's actually been able to see that and is trying their best to mitigate everybody else's emotions around it. However, there's only so much she can do, right? Because again, Marie's only known Kate for a couple of weeks, whereas these other people have known her for years. So obviously their anger is going to be a lot more visceral than Marie's. So anyways, Kate's being driven to this dark place because of what she's been through. And I was really unsure of her when, Shetty came back. I had a feeling maybe she was letting Shetty manipulate her again to some degree. But I think in her mind, she was just like, I can't let this woman take anything more from me, right? I'm almost losing Andre. I've lost my friend group. There's just too much going on. And I mean, I'm assuming at that point she said, no, I'm going to get it all out of Shetty. And I think there might have been a part of her, like, because of course we didn't see what happened between when she laid on her lap to what we saw at the end. But I have a feeling that maybe she wanted to believe that Shetty genuinely cared about her, which again, she said that she read Shetty's mind and Shetty wasn't lying about it. Although Shetty at this point might be very good at keeping her thoughts clear. But anyway, I think she believed that. And I think Shetty actually does care about Kate to some extent. But then when she heard the rest of the plan, which is that Shetty's planning on wiping out all the Supes, well, that kind of negates the whole, oh, I love you, but I'm going to take everybody out. Like, I think Kate was smart enough to figure out that there's no way that Shetty is going to be able to just make this exception with just Kate, right? You can't just have especially considering what she was going to do. This virus is not going to keep Kate safe. An airborne virus? Really? No. Like, you can't hide someone away. What, you're going to put her, hermetically seal her in a bubble for the rest of her life? Like, nah. So anyways, Kate very much figured out that as much as Shetty said what she said and probably does care about Kate, she was expendable. Kate was going to be a collateral damage for her cause of saving the world from Supes. And so I think when she heard that, she realized once again someone that she trusted betrayed her on a very visceral level, and that's why she did what she did to Shetty. So was she wrong? It's a hard call. It's a hard call because I don't think Shetty would have stopped. Like, Shetty was not going to be convinced that what she did was wrong. She was not going to be convinced to not go through with her plan in some way, shape, or form. But she crossed the line, right? Using her powers to do this is exactly what the anti-soup people out there are going to say is exactly why they shouldn't have powers, exactly why soup should be controlled, right? Because she did the very thing that, they said that she would do. And again, we know it's more layered than that, but she did cross a line, and it was intentional. Like, it's one thing to wipe people's minds, it's another to do what she did. She pushed Shetty to take her own life. And so we see that obviously they didn't want that. Marie and Jordan did not want to have a murder case on their hands. And again, technically it's not on anyone else but Kate, but they're all in this now. And so it's just gotten exponentially messier here. And we saw that Marie, like, again, that scene, how it brought her right back to the trauma of about her mom, the way Kate read her mind immediately and was like, sorry, I have to make you relive this. But she saw, like you saw, she put her hand out. Like, if Marie had tried to help her, Kate was going to push her to stop. So yeah, Kate's in it now. Kate is now on a rampage. She's very much kind of, sadly, almost a Homelander disciple at this point. Her and Sam, I think at this point, would be more than happy to join the Seven behind Homelander and do whatever they felt was necessary to do what they, what they want to do. And that's a scary thought. And I think Marie realizes that, but both her and Jordan now have to be very careful, because now that Kate's staying off her meds, who knows where her powers are going to go, right? We know now that those meds were suppressing her powers significantly. So I don't know. It's a very scary place that we're in right now. I mean, Kate likes Marie at this point because Marie is the only one in the group that hasn't been thinking mad crap about her. But Kate's also at a breaking point. I think she really has snapped to some degree. I think all that pushing really has broken something in her on a deeper level that any of them know at this point. Maybe Andre might be the only one who can pull her back. But as we know, Andre's a bit taken, he's a bit distracted at the moment. He's got a lot on his plate because we saw that his father, I'm going to assume, had a seizure or a stroke. It looks like a seizure, actually, because he was shaking, which we have no reason to believe that his father should be having one of those. But I keep forgetting that Newman was on the premises, and Newman very well may have caused that situation because she wanted him out of the way, which I don't understand why she wouldn't want him to question her at the debate versus the guy who she got. But I don't know. It might have genuinely just been a health issue because, I mean, we can't, but no, soups don't get sick. So yep, someone did that. Newman probably did it. Yep, Newman probably caused that situation. I'm not sure why she would want him out of the picture, but I guess she did. She didn't want him in that interview. So anyways, Andre had to go and contain that, which a good thing he did, because his father's powers were completely blitzing while he was having those seizures, and he was able to keep it from getting a lot worse than it already was. That poor paramedic, oh my gosh, I would quit. If she survived, she needs to quit. Anyway, so now Andre's in the hospital with his dad, and he's choosing to stay there because, we know that things between them have been tense ever since he found out about his dad knowing about the woods. So I'm interested to see what kind of conversation they'll have when his dad wakes up, whether or not Andre's going to come clean about everything, or if his dad's going to tell him some things that he needs to know. Who knows? There's a big question mark there, but that's where Andre's at the moment, and who knows where he'll be if he finds out what happened here with Shetty. And that was pretty much it, really. I mean, outside of course, some of the political stuff that's going on, we now know that Mallory is in on the loop. She knows about the fact that the woods exist, and she knows about this virus, but she chose to step away from it. And again, I think that's more because I do think she genuinely cares about Ryan, and she knows that Ryan would be affected by this virus, and that's why I think she did this, to protect him. But also, I wonder if it would affect Billy. It would affect Billy now, and Huey, because they have V in their system. So yeah. This is the other thing that this Shetty didn't think through, that there's a lot of people out there who have V in their system. Because remember, a lot of people were using V to get high. So anyway, so yeah, we know that Mallory's involved, which means the boys is definitely going to be touching on this virus thing, I have no doubt, in the new season. We see that there was the whole meeting between between Newman and Marie. And now we have some answers about Newman's power, because all we have ever seen Newman's power really do is pop the heads, right? And I had no idea where it came from. It was just like a force thing. And we saw that her eyes change. We've not seen that happen with Marie, with her eyes, clouding over when she uses her powers, but they're both bloodbenders. That's how Newman's been doing it, is that she clearly causes all their blood to go to a certain place and basically explode out of their heads. So she let Marie know that she's like her and that she's not alone, and that looks like she's the person who turned out to be Marie's benefactor. So that's good to know, but scary. And I have no doubt that Newman's definitely going to pull on that string again at some point. But at least now we know more about Newman, and now Marie knows more about herself. And it's interesting that Newman only gave her a little, right? She just was like, okay, like I can manipulate blood like you can, but she gave Marie the seeds, right? Which I love it. She told Marie those blood whips and all that, that's fine, but it's exhausting. Like there's so much more that you can do, and just left it at that. She didn't show her what she could do, obviously, but now Marie at least has the seeds planted to know that there's more to her powers than what she thinks, and that she should start digging deeper into what she can do with them. Like the fact that she can detect V. I had a theory that Marie could detect V, which goes into my theory, which is that this is my little thing. I think that Marie is going to be instrumental in saving Billy in The Boys. She's gonna help him. She's going to end up helping him, because right now, if you're watching The Boys, this is a spoiler if you're not, so tune out if you haven't watched The Boys. But anyway, we all know that Butcher is dying right now, right, in The Boys, because the V in his blood is like poisoned him and it's poisoning his blood. Marie is going to have the ability to pull the diseased V out of his blood. I'm telling you, they're going to use her. Somehow she's going to be in The Boys, and she's going to save Billy by pulling the diseased blood out of his body. That's my theory. That's what she's going to do. She's going to save Butcher. I feel like that's what's going to happen, because we all know Newman's not going to do it because Newman don't care about him. But I feel like Marie's going to do that because she's still in her altruistic mode. But anyway, that's my little theory about Marie. But digressing, coming back. So that was an interesting meeting for Marie. Now she has that knowledge. She gave Newman all the information about what was going on. And then she was like, well, what do I do now? And Newman basically told her, you need to keep playing the game. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, I can't go back to acting like I don't know this is happening. But Newman gives her really good advice, which is that everything that Marie thinks she has right now is all built on Vought's platform. So if she does anything that Vought does not like, they're going to take it all away and send her right back into the facility that she just got out of, and keep her locked away for the rest of her life. So she's like, you need to get to a point where you genuinely have power, like being in the Seven, for example, or a political figure, before you can actually do anything. But right now, if you open your mouth, you will be silenced. So that was like she said, you can't be both. You can't be the hero that tries to expose things and get the glory. You're going to have to pick which one, because the whole superhero persona in this world that we're of Gen V and The Boys is controlled by Vought. So she's got to decide, either be a superhero or you're going to be a butcher, right? A Billy Butcher. So anyway, good conversation from Marie, and some thoughts she's going to have to get into. She's going to decide for herself what she wants to do. Is she going to become like The Boys of the Gen V universe, or is she going to play the game like Starlight did for a couple of seasons and see if that gets her to a point where she can actually make some real changes? So anyway, that was a good conversation, and we'll have to see where Marie goes with that. I think either decision would be interesting, but I don't think she should do the Billy Butcher thing at this point, just because, simply, quite frankly, she can't fight yet. She doesn't have the skills that Billy does. And also, like, she's just so young that I think that she would be obliterated by Vought. So I think she's going to have to play the game for at least another season. But yeah, that's what basically happened there. And yeah, what we saw at the end, of course, now that Shetty is out of the picture, Cordosa, I mean, he was expendable anyway. But Newman now has the virus, and I have no doubt that that is her now trump card to use against Homelander, who we know from The Boys she is trying to manage right now. But at the moment, her biggest thing is that Homelander is faster than her. So even if she tried to use her powers with him, Homelander would well, you already know Homelander could take her out from like a block away. So this is now, I think, her back pocket solution to handling Homelander if it ever comes down to her having to do that, and also possibly a blackmail tool for any other suit that gets into her way. And yeah, we'll have to see what happens going forward now that Shetty's gone, because what do we do? How do we explain this? How do they make this go away, and how does that affect the school going forward? Because I don't think the Woods is going anywhere, but what does this mean, right, for our group? So yeah, there was a really good episode. There was a little cute little Marie Jordan moment, but I feel like we could have gotten more. I need the show to give them some more moments. Putting that out there, I need Marie and Jordan to have real conversations and not just fight or other things that start with an F. So I'm hoping we're going to get some of that before the end of the season, but it was still cute for them to have a moment where they're both clear-headed and actually got to, remind each other that they like each other. So yeah, that was a great episode, guys. Lots to process. And yeah, I'm very curious. I really have no idea where we're going to go with the next episode, but I'm interested. And I feel like we're going to see our little band break up a little bit before the end of the season. Because, like I said, we got some people now who seem to be joining this whole us versus them side of things. And then we got people who very much want to have everyone get along. And I don't think that those two are going to mesh for too much longer, especially now that Shetty, who is considered the common enemy, is out of the way. So we'll have to see what happens in the future episodes, but I had a lot of fun watching this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what's going on in the comments below. And we will see you in the next episode.